Hey, who's got my hat?
Look, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Give me that.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
Get back, witch!
I'm not a witch, I'm your wife. But after what you just said, I'm not even sure I want to be that anymore.
You never had it so good. Hello, friends. How we all doing? Happy, what is it, Wednesday? It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's Dreamlight Valley Update Day. Yay! I've been super excited. Yeah, who the hell even knows exactly? We were up until, I think, almost 1 last night because we were finishing our my quest for the purple umbrella in Fortnite, which we did manage to get done. When we have a few more to go, so we're probably going to look at working on that some more after this stream tonight. Yeah, done for me. I still have some to go for Wim. I think it's like 20, so that's like 3, maybe 4 matches, depending on how they go. But yeah, really excited. If I had a little more time, and if I didn't have to actually work tomorrow, I might. No, was gonna say I might consider going for the 500, but like Herm, we were talking with Herm about it earlier, and he was like, yeah, I got like 80 in a day. Like, okay, if Herm got 80, and I would need like 300 to get the blue one, so that's not gonna happen. Which I wish that Fortnite had been a little more upfront about that, because I would like them. I would like the blue one, but whatever. I got the purple one. That's cool. And I already have like 2 or 3 other umbrellas for this season because I got the solo. Well, I got the BR win and then I got the reload win. So that's 2 other ones that I have already. And it's not going to happen by Friday. Like I would have to play all like, yeah, it's just a glider skin. Admittedly, it is a very pretty glider skin, but it's not earth-shattering or anything like that. Let me see if did I post that? Let's see. Zoom in. Let's see. So it's that. So it looks cool, but it's, like I said, nothing like earth-shattering. It's another color variant of the ones that are available for the season in like BR and things like that. So, yeah. Cool. Nice to have, fun to have. Not a huge deal. All right, so let's scroll back because I know we got everybody checking in, which I really appreciate. Hello, Wim. I know we've already been chit-chatting. Hi, Zia. Glad to see you. Hi, Aaron. Kim Chalada. Jen is a shark. Thank you all so much for being here. I have been avoiding anything and everything all day having to do with Dreamlight Valley. Like, we have friends who have been playing like all day, and I'm just like, not doing it. I did log in for a few minutes this morning. I did do another of my TikTok videos that has the breakdown of, poked your head in and said hi to Bree. Thank you. I logged in this morning, went to the Olaf's Grand Exhibition very quickly. Like, all I did was I turned in enough stuff because I had I think I have everything for it, or almost everything for it. But I did the first level of the aquarium. I think I did basically the first level of everything to double check what the ingredients or the contributions are for like the diorama. Just to get the specific numbers and things like that. And then I did post that TikTok video. It's a really short one, but it's overall numbers for, hey, here's what you need for hardwood, here's what you need for softwood, here's what you need for XYZ. Just to make sure that I had all the right materials and stuff like that in there. I need to get myself set up to post my TikToks into the Discord too. I know that the Me 6 bot is having some problems with that. I wonder if I could get a streamer bot to do that. Things to put on the list. Post TikToks to Discord. Thank you, Jen. Right there. You're moving in next to Wim. Faster than you. Yeah. And then I'm glad that we got your thing figured out this morning, or presumably that is the problem based off what happened whenever you enabled the VPN. I'm like 99% sure that that's what it is. And honestly, Verizon can kick rocks. Hello, Leia Luminous. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, we'll see if it continues to be good tomorrow. If it works tomorrow, that's what it is. So, but yeah, glad that we at least have a possible direction. Did you remember willpower and ignore Jen's beans? So I did end up eating the 32 beans. that was honestly a 1 out of 10 life experience. And there are multiple clips of the absolutely incredible facial expressions that I had. Those are, yeah. Yeah, I am absolutely a man of my word whenever it comes to stuff like this, because it's not that hard. Like, absolutely, absolutely nobody had to do any sort of donations or anything like that. And I appreciate it so much. I know Stack Up appreciates it as well. And yeah, like it's, if the least I can do is eat some truly terrible jelly beans, as a incentive for chat to donate money to an incredibly worthy cause, I can absolutely do that. And then we're going to do the same thing basically on Friday, where either Wim or myself, probably me, is going to get a whipped cream pie to the face, based on how the our little contest goes. Hi Strix, welcome in. Ooh, energy drink shot. I love that for you. But yeah, so it's an easy thing for me to eat some friggin' jelly beans to encourage people to donate to an incredible cause, on top of it just being an incredible cause. All right. Oh, hi. All right, so let's see if I can find the patch notes. I know they're around here somewhere. Let's see. Let me double check that, because I want to make sure that it shouldn't just be me. Commands to do, just to make sure that I'm not going crazy. Jen, did you delete your version of the message out of the Discord, or did it not correctly post on that to do? You did? Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I was going to go in and delete mine. Just thank you. I didn't see it in there, so I was like, okay, did she delete it or did it not send? Because if it didn't, no, that totally makes sense, and I appreciate you thinking of that. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't something like I forgot to set it to the moderators that could also use that command, because it's absolutely a thing that I would do. Okay, so Pride Month patch notes. I appreciate you. I don't need to have that over my face, but I also... Alright. You're not going to cooperate, are you? Out there making DuckTales. Woo! Yours was more specific. Alright, so we got that. What I need to do... Let's see... Full screen camera, raid. Okay, so I need to look at... Hi, Catsper. Welcome in, Gummy Sharks. We love a gummy shark. Forget it. Gummy sharks. Love gummy candy. We love the gummy candy, and especially if they're shark shaped. All right, so let's do a quick rundown of the patch notes. Like I said, I did jump in very briefly earlier, but and I looked over these yesterday, and really I'm going to hit kind of the highlights of things that are like, I feel like the big changes. I'm not going to go through that whole long list of here's all the quest items that we fixed at the end, because they just aren't that interesting. So we do have Hercules added today, as well as his trainer Phil. I'm really curious. I need to check out the IMDb page for this as well to see if it's actually I'm big, you're little. What's his face? Danny DeVito. I almost said Joe Pesci. My brain is trying. It really is. Let's see. Do they have him here? Not Hades. Okay, so they have not updated the IMDb page with who the voices for them are yet that I saw. So, okay. So yeah, we do have Hercules available now. So really excited about that. Honey, you mean Hunkules. So yeah, Hercules, Phil, new Godly Glamour Star Path, so we'll check that out. But new Radiant Attires and Ancient Furniture. Unlock a mythical Cloud Glider, Pink Baby Pegasus. We love a companion pet around here. Hercules' Divine Glow Dream Style and the Olympian Cloud Mansion. Just a random house style line. The Dreamlight Parks Fest event is back, so we'll start seeing buttons popping up all over the valley starting next week to collect the buckets, which I think I don't have any of the buckets, I don't believe, but I do have a lot of the buttons left from last year because I just was not in a place to be crafting. And then starting July 15th, we have the new Picture Pursuit event. And so we'll be taking pictures of strange motifs and then collect for an exclusive photo mode frame. I'm really still convinced that them specifically having that image of Walrus Merlin in the video is pointing at the Realm Weaver being Madame Mim. I'm trying to not get my hopes up about it, but I love Madame Mim. I would love to see her in this game. And also based off that, because I love Madame Mim and I'm super excited about her potentially being in the game. We are watching The Sword in the Stone on Saturday evening in the Discord for our community movie night. And that'll be after Wim and I have probably day 2 of our fantasy build event. I'm doing it. Finally opening DDV for the first time since November. Do it, Catsper. Welcome back. Premium Shop's getting a fresh new look just in time for the Hercules bundle, featuring a new Gilded Agora building kit, Grecian Villa house style, and the ability to summon a fierce new ally with the new Good Puppy Companion. Raja will be arriving with the new Cozy Companion bundle, unique interactions with Aladdin and Jasmine, photo mode poses, friendship reward, and the Tiger Cub Companion. Where is Herm? And then Ariel is getting a new dream style. Moana's parade float will be in at some point, and mount accessories. And then new items in Scrooge's General Store. So one of the things that I need to remember whenever I get into the game is do not go into Scrooge's shop until after I unlock Hercules. And then it's a list of some of the specific events or specific items that will show up in Scrooge's shop. I'll look at those whenever we get there. What the what? So, and I thought that we had talked about this previously, but we may not have. And if we didn't, I apologize. So the way that the shop works is and it's fine if you did. Like, it's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to mess anything up or anything like that. The way that Scrooge's shop works is it does not, as far as I know, as far as I've been told, it does not generate correct. It does not populate the items in his shop other than the ones that are in the window until you actually enter his shop. So if you, so if there's a new character that's being introduced and there's additional furniture and stuff for Scrooge that comes in there, not the case. I haven't gone to his realm. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I had heard that from, one of those third party through the grapevine kind of things. And so if that's not the case, then I'm totally okay with that too, because like people have a specific, I had his bench, wallpaper, flooring, new wings, all sorts of things. Okay, cool. Well, good to know. Yeah. And I kind of wondered if that was the case, because it's like, if it doesn't generate the items, then how does it know what to put in the windows? So yeah, that kind of makes sense. And I don't even remember who I heard that from. But anyway, so that's good to know. They are giving us unlimited skips in the Dream Snaps, which is an absolutely fantastic change. It's the absolute bare minimum that they could do with the Dream Snaps, but it's at least a change. So curious to see how that overall benefits us. And then, but yeah, so we get unlimited skips during Dream Snap. No more forced voting for shit selfies. Yes, absolutely. That is the only, and I'm curious to see what that does in terms of helping rebalance out the voting and the scoring and things like that. So unfortunately, we won't see the full results of that for, I think 2 weeks. Yeah, because this week, voting next week. So we won't see the results of that. I don't care that you just introduced this villager to your village. Don't submit that as a Dream Snap. Yes. Honestly, and I don't know how they would implement this, but honestly, I wish that they would just drop the 300 minimum. Like, set a threshold or something like that basically just says, like, especially now that we have unlimited skips, if you don't get an upvote or like a, minimum number of upvotes on your Dream Snap, you don't get moonstones. Because by having that 300 minimum moonstones for even submitting a Dream Snap, that is helping create this problem. Like, raise the minimum to 500, raise the minimum to 500 moonstones and drop it so that you have to have a certain, I don't know what that threshold could be, but set a bare minimum of upvotes, especially now that we have more snaps, that your snap or more skips, set a minimum threshold of upvotes that your snap has to get that 500. And I feel like that would go a long way toward helping with the voting process as well. I might actually put that in the Discord. I'm sure it'll get a lot of pushback from people who do like the 300 minimum, but who knows? In DDB Discord, that there be a minimum number of upvotes to get base moonstone reward for Dream Snaps. Can I spell Dream Snaps correctly? And that's fair. That's definitely one thing that they would need to consider, and they would need to that's something that they would need to, they would need to resolve. Because you're right, with the way that the algorithm works and whatever, there's so many people who, oh, I voted for my 10 and I got my 50 moonstones for free and that's it. So yeah, there would definitely need to be more to it. But and maybe at that point you set it to like a percentage of, whatever like the number of Dream Snaps is. Like you have to receive a certain number of. There's definitely some weeks that I was guilty of that, voting for 10 and getting out. Absolutely, I've done it too. And so maybe that's what they do, is they just say like the minimum rewards is a certain number based off whatever math of how many dream snaps are submitted, or how many votes are given that week, or what have you, because they have the metrics on all of this, and so they could figure that out. They could find some math to do that. But anyway, so yeah, unlimited skips in the Dream Snap voting. Decoration presets, which I absolutely love. It's a upgrade to the group mode that you could select the set, and then now you can actually save it, so that if you want to, like, you know, if you're consistently using the same set of chairs set up in a specific way, you can set that as a preset, so that whenever you go to do another Dream Snap, if it's a similar theme, because that happens a lot, you just set your preset down and then you can rearrange and sort from there, but at least then you know that you have those items down. The other cool thing is that as a part of that, they have a thing called mirages that function as placeholders. So if you uncraft, you know, say you have 6 chairs in your saved preset, but you accidentally sell one, or you've placed an extra one somewhere, what have you, it'll put a placeholder called a mirage in there. Switching your plaza out for seasons, absolutely yes, because I believe that they also have increased the size of the selection that you can do with the group mode too. That's an excellent use case for that situation that I didn't even think of, because I just don't decorate. I do that, and the sets would make that incredibly easy. Yep, you are absolutely right. So the mirages you can then use to either, in that space, buy or craft the missing items and place them right then and there. So it's not like, oh, let me put this down and then I have to run over to my crafting station, craft it, and then come back and put it back. No, you just do it right there. And then, so we talked about this. Olaf's Grand Exhibition has the Forest of Valor and the Glade of Trust. And then I'm not sure about the transparencies for needed items. The list of names for each item needed in the description section was absolutely, you know, such a good change. I ran into that this morning when I was taking my screenshots. The tracking keyholes now observe your backpack instead of global storage. I feel like that's a really good change. Just because then it's like, it's not telling you, oh yeah, you have plenty of items for this. And then you go to turn it in and it's like, oh, well, it's all in my storage back, you know, in my storage island or wherever. Like, it's going specifically based off what you have on you, which was the other reason why I did the video that I did, is because now you have a firm number of, you know, oh, you know, this item takes this much hardwood, this item takes this much hardwood, this one takes this much. Like, with the video that I posted, I was just like, here is the full number that you need to do everything in, you know, in the diorama. So it makes it a lot easier for you to go back to your storage and go, oh, I need, you know, I don't remember the specific number, but it's like, oh, I need, you know, 185 hardwood. Let me just pull all of that at once, rather than, okay, let me pull 60. Oh, and then let me go back and pull another 30. Oh, and then it's just trying to simplify that. And then they did add coming soon notes to the other rooms, because there was a lot of confusion after the last update that said, you know, hey, I've done the 2 rooms, but I can't open up any more. Well, because they weren't available yet. So now putting those coming soon notes up there will be a better indicator of that. Better control over villagers and their poses and things like that in photo mode, which should also help Dream Snap. So looking forward to trying that out, as well as which attitude animations they're using, if you want to have them pause at a specific point, all that kind of stuff. Allegedly they've improved the long range or free camera view to give you more flexibility. I've heard light rumblings that may not be totally accurate, so we'll have to try that out. We can level up to level 50 now, and there are additional rewards for doing so, furniture and fashion items. probably one of the biggest changes, one of the absolute game-changing ones. This is cutting stuff off. Nope. I was like, why am I? Because I'm checking it as I go. Be the best day ever. My last stream snap was a nightmare trying to reset Olaf over and over again. Yes, they just absolutely do not want to go where you want them to go and stay where you want them to stay. And they are exceptional pains in the butt about that. Hi, Mrs. Bone Daddy. Welcome in. How you doing, love? Boney! Okay. Critter schedules. This is another big one. All of those rare critters that only showed up on the third Tuesday of the month from 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. and all of that kind of stuff. No, they are now available. If they were one of the rare creatures, they are now available all day on the same day that they were previously. So the red fox is now available all day on Saturdays. No more of this, and it's fantastic for people who do work, and it's like, there was one that it was like, oh, it's available from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Well, I'm sorry, not everybody is fortunate enough to either work from home or work from a place where nobody really pays attention to what they're doing and can take their Surface to work to get those. Watching my show, attempting to plushie hunt earlier, but they hate me? Yeah. I've got 6 to 9 a.m. on Sundays. Exactly. It took me 2 years to get that red fox. 2 years. Yeah. Boney, I've gotten 2 plushes so far this, during, since the Highlands came out, one of which was not even a new plush. It was one of the old ones from one of the Cernuks. And not, like I said, not the new ones. Yeah, 2 years to get that freaking red fox. I had to set alarms on my phone. And I was just like, I set the alarm. I put it on a repeating, weekly repeating thing. And I labeled it with which pet I needed to go in and collect to make sure that I got them all. S6 owes me a new Magic Cernuk plush. But yeah, so if they were previously specific time-gated rare creatures, I had to bring my Switch to work and close the office door. Exactly. They're now available all day on the days that they were previously, so midnight to 11:59 p.m. of your local time. I got one of the old ones from a Disco Deer on Monday. Oh, yeah, I'd be pretty salty about that one too. I used to stay up all night certain nights. I think it took me a year to get all the companions. Ugh, I hate that. Honestly, this is probably one of the best changes that I feel like they made this entire patch. That change right there. Especially because we now have the Grand Exhibition where it's like required to collect all of the rewards from that. Like, I would have been okay even if they had extended it, like, not even necessarily the full day, but just more hours. I cheated one of the raccoons by changing the time on my Switch. Ooh, that was a bold choice. Just with knowing what can happen with that, but I'm glad that you got it. But yeah, so they've improved. Oh, the Mirabelle Capybara quest. That makes sense. Yeah. Improved spawning odds for items that are not owned to have more diverse options between Scrooge's store in different villages. Better chances of seeing new items from one day to another. So if there are still items that you do not have, you'll have a better chance of seeing those now. Okay. And then all of the other stuff that, like I said, I'm not going to get into because it's very specific to certain people. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's open the game. Oh. But yeah, the time gating stuff, I'm just... Can we not? Truly not a fan of time gates. Absolutely not. Especially in a case like this, you know. And it was a little more manageable, a little more bearable when it's a game that's designed around, right, I'm an adult with adult responsibilities, absolutely. In a game that is very highly focused around decorating, to lock additional decoration items like the rewards from Olaf's exhibition, to lock those items behind having to have the companion pets is crazy. I don't care about wait 4 hours game time, but between 2 and 4 p.m. is some bullshit. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, it has to be between 2 and 4 p.m. on the third Tuesday of the month when Mercury's in Gatorade, and, you know, you have to stand on your head and spin 3 times. Like when they make you plant a seed and then wait for it to grow. Yeah, that's different because it's like you have control over when you plant it and things like that, but the rest of it's just insane. Okay, so let's check the mail. The Godly Glamour Star Path has started. Expires in 47 days. That feels short. That feels really short. Because that's a month and a half. The last one I think was like 58 or 59. So yeah, they're usually at least 2 months. That's interesting. I'm really curious because, you know, they talked about that summer showcase. So I'm curious when that's going to happen and what they're going to announce. Because, you know, not that it necessarily needs to be a long star path, because so many people, like, check the clock. It came out at, for my time, like 7 o'clock this morning. So it's been out about 12 hours. I'm sure there are people who are already done. Thank you for that lurk, Mrs. Bone Daddy. I'm sure that there are people who are either done or almost done with the star path. At least the ones that, you know, the non routine tasks that are the weekly ones. They're cooking something up. And I am still waiting to hear back about that focus group as well, but I'll let everybody know. I'm sure she is here. She might be lurking. I think she was also working on either stuff in Palea or Dreamlight Valley. But there you go. We can dye the Palcat glasses. Love that. Okay. So let's... Godly Glamour Star Path has started. Oh yeah, I'm at the mailbox. The lenses too? Oh my god. Alright, so let's open this up. Let's go through the shop first. This is probably going to be bad news. Okay, so the Cozy Companion Raja bundle has Raja. I love the hat. I know it's absolutely not, but like I feel like if there were a Disney-fied character, Disney-fied version of Louise from Bob's Burgers, she would wear this hat. And then we've got the sweater, the pants, the shoes, and then the tiger cub. Like I have to get it. Oh, we're still doing this bit for the stuff out of the shop. Okay, cool. So the hat it looks like it's probably one of Raja's quest rewards. And everything else is not. Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and equip that because we're leveling him. And So we're leveling the tigers today. Disney got me on that one. Gameloft. The shop is interesting because I know that they changed that around a little bit too. So I like the featured thing, and I like that it's that it has the button here. I feel like this image could have been smaller so that they didn't have this little sliding back and forth animation, but I'm not going to complain about it too much. And then featured the Hercules bundle. Okay, so this feels a little bit unclear. Just because, like, as you're scrolling... Okay, I see what it's doing now. So if you're hovering specifically over the bundle, it tells you the price for the whole thing and bounces between the items that are a part of it. And then if you keep scrolling... Okay, so I kind of like that. So you can still click into it to get a better image of just that, but it gives you the preview over here as well. Stop attacking my wallet, Gameloft. Okay. And then Star Path, we're going to check that next. Might as well unlock that, though, because we're going to get it anyway. So the Meg costume dress, the Hercules landscaping set, which is the Phil statue. Oh, and then, okay, so there's a couple of other items in there, too. The angelic wings, the small pink wings, Mickey the Magician, the golden clarion bundle, the royal jacket set. I might come back for this. I'm not going to get the motifs bundle, but what's in it? I don't typically use the motifs. It is cool, though. The images in here are really cool. Okay, I'm probably, like I said, probably not going to get those. Yeah, the jacket set, like I said, I might have to come back for. And then recommended. So these are the ones that are going to be different for everybody. Oh, the Trader Sam's shop. So this is just an attraction. Okay. So might come back for that. Look, I see a companion. I buy a companion. Especially if it's a Mad Hatter one. I'm trying to cycle my shop. That's all I'm doing. The bread and butter butterfly is cute. The romantic set. The cactus Mickey floral topiary. I think the Jester Skunk is the only one that is kind of the exception to my see companion, buy companion rule. It's cute, but I'm not a big fan. I think maybe if the hat was smaller, I'd be a little more inclined. And I know that is probably one of the dumbest of things to not buy a companion for. But we all have reasons. Okay, these Deluxe Springtime Valley bundle I have not purchased. I have not purchased the Once Upon a Dance Dream bundle just because Beauty and the Beast is not my favorite. Grand old time trying to remember the controls and buttons. Yes. It gets even harder when you consider that it's like they're just close enough to every other game. Close enough to Palia and close enough to Fortnite that it's like, okay. Just close enough to throw you off. Yep. You'll find yourself swapping tools when you're trying to do something completely different. So Ariel's Royal Bundle. So this is the one that just has... This is the one that just has the furniture. So it's probably next week that we will get the, her decoratings or her wall set or whatever. This one I might get, the Starlight House bundle, because I do think that the cottage that it has is cute. The popcorn maker. The hairstyles are a little bit of a mess, but I think that's kind of the intention. Maybe not. I'm not seeing anything in here that I'm like, oh my god, I have to have that for 4,000 moonstones. But it's also only Wednesday. I have an entire week to decide. And then we'll come back for this later. But the moonstones, the Midnight Sun Temple House is interesting. I like the sundial. Not sure how I feel about the dress. I feel like I like this one a little bit better than this one. Just the slightly less poofy on everything. The headpiece is interesting. And then the pointed shoes. Yeah, so I'll probably end up buying that, but it won't be for much other than I get it for free, basically, for buying 16,000 moonstones, which I would do anyway. So it just kind of makes sense to get that. All right. So let's check out the Star Path. So let's go through the rewards first. Okay, so we've got the Divine Glow Hercules, like right off the bat, which I love, because that's a big selling point. And also, like, it's like he glows. Okay, cool. Like, it for me, it is not that big of a draw. So I'm glad that they put that early. The toga dress is cool. Like, it's a fun addition. The shield as the back piece is nice. I'm glad that we'll have something else, you know, that we can use. Okay, the stadium set pieces, love that. Glowing cloud runway. I'm curious how that's going to get used. And then the stadium walkway. The mythic serpentine dress. That's pretty. Very Medusa coated with the with the headpiece too, like that. More of the wall style things. Pillar, stadium wall. Okay. Titan of Light top is cute. The skirt to go with it. The Apollo costume armor and the boots. The hairstyle. The crested helmet. Cool. The pink Pegasus. Uh-oh. FOMO's already kicking in here. Hold my debit card. Right. Thankfully, all of this stuff is the Star Path stuff, so it's free, other than your time. Yeah, Golden Olympian tree. And then there's the glider. Olympic Golden Planet. That's cool. Golden Lightning Bolt accessory. Here, give it to me to hold. No, ignore the scissors in my left hand. Okay, so that was bonus page 1. Bonus page 2, the Hera headpiece. The Hera costume dress is pretty. Not sure about the hairstyle, but okay, we'll roll with it. And then the Olympian Cloud Mansion. Okay. We talked about this. Gameloft. Where are the muses? Like, they better be on some furniture or some pottery or something. Amanus is getting upset. Okay, and then vault rewards, we have the Royal Vanity Bench and the Grecian Vanity Seat. Okay. All right. Hi, Cygnus. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. You got the snack bar sampler and some Caravan steel dice. Love that. I'm curious that they have not shown us the other items. I feel like when they did this for the last Star Path, they at least showed us a couple of items. So I doubt it, but I wonder if it's a thing. Well, no, because they don't typically do like hot fixes or patches or anything like that. The conspiratorial side of me, which I'm tamping down on, was wondering if it was like, oh, we can see how these go and then how the rest end up. I'm sure somebody's data mined what the rest of these are already. So if I really tried, I bet I could go look for it, but I'm not going to worry about it. I can't imagine that I would ever actually use either of these seats, but I don't know. And also, was this Grecian Vanity Seat, were either of these items ever in a previous Star Path? Because I feel like the bench looks similar. Let's see. Royal Vanity Bench. Non-themed piece of seating furniture during the Oasis Retreat Star Path. Okay, that's fine. Grecian. Grecian Vanity Seat. See, yeah, the reason I'm looking is because the Grecian Vanity Seat is not listed. The bench looks familiar. Okay. Yeah, the Vanity Seat, it looks like, is a brand new item. So I'm not... I feel like that's a change from how the routine tasks rewards were told to us previously. Because I was under the impression, and if somebody else knows better, correct me if I'm wrong, or, but I feel like we were told that the vault rewards for the routine duties would be things that were in previous Star Paths that we did not collect, that we did not have. So to see something that... I knew it. So to see a new item, something that fits with the current Star Path in there, I don't really care for it. I have not been paying attention to DDV lately to correct you on anything. Yeah, and that's fine. Like I said, I feel like the way that the vault rewards were explained to us was all of this stuff should have been items that appeared in previous Star Paths, not current stuff, new stuff, whatever. So it's a little bit frustrating that it's like, this is an item that could have gone into the regular rewards. And I'm sure that there's at least one thing in here, like one of these motifs, that they could have swapped out for that bench. Like, yeah, either of these motifs, like that one. I'm still really curious what this glowing cloud runway is. Golden cornucopia, like, there's stuff in here that they could have swapped it out for. So that's a little bit frustrating. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to take what they give me because, frankly, at this point, I don't have, you know, I don't really have any pull or sway or anything like that. Hi, Triss. Welcome in. And I'm sure that there are a ton of other people in the Discord that have already raised that issue as well, so I'm not even going to write that one down. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. What you up to? Okay, so let's go unlock Hercules first. Hercules. So let's auto claim that. Let's track all of those, which I love that. And I just bought too much candy from Walgreens because they have a huge sale. Tell me more. we do love a candy sale. Do they have Reese's? I don't need more candy, but I do like candy. Okay. The other thing that I need to check, is there such a thing as too much? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, so I know what the answer is probably going to be, but I'm going to go check to see how much it actually costs to unlock the Hercules realm. Let's see. So that's still how it was. $14,000. Okay. The box Reese's Pieces and every other box candy is 3 for $5. The candy bars are 2 for $5. So if you're going to the movies, hit Walgreens first. All right. Let me see if I have... I probably do, because I've been running around with Max. I didn't even unlock Lady and the Tramp. Did we also get Pocahontas? Yes. So the last... so we got Lady and the Tramp in February... and then we got Pocahontas in April, are the last 2 updates worth of characters. Crafting, materials, Dreamlight. Skipped Lady and Tramp, but logged in to get Pocahontas. Yeah. Score. Oh, look, and we've got 2 Uproot Nightthorns path items now. And if you like Ghirardelli chocolate, they're buy one, get 40% off on the second one. Okay, we really might have to hit Walgreens at some point. We like candy. Candy! Alright. Now, this door will take you to a realm governed by a powerful pantheon of mythic gods. So, best to cause as little mischief as possible. What? Merlin, first of all, most of what I learned about causing mischief I learned from watching you, sir. Second of all, say hello to... Oh, well, you'll find out soon enough. Let's do it. Alright, so with the way that the Moonstone Night Shard. I don't know if all Walgreens have the same sales, but mine was on. So yeah, it was on point today. So, and while we're on this little break, so that I can get through this before I start talking over, before the ads go into the quests and things like that. Know what I mean? Not what I say. I'm sure there's an English statement in there somewhere. I don't want anybody to miss seeing the quest happening. And then if anybody has any like questions or anything like that, we can talk through it. Just if you are already working on it. If you're saying something to me, give me 3 minutes. I'm just talking in general. Not gonna lie, I hate this taxidermy ad because why are dead animals talking to me? Fair. And that was a little bit loud for me. I'm gonna do this. See where that came from. That one. Okay. Cool. You're welcome. So based off the new pricing style of the doors to unlock with the, what is that currency called? Dreamlight. Brain, I'm going to need you to cooperate. So based off the pricing of the new way that they're pricing the Dreamlight for the doors, this one was 14,000. So the next update that we get should be, I still hit that taxidermy ad. Yes. Yeah, that taxidermy in general is just weird. Like, if it's a thing that people like to do and people like to have around, that's totally fine. I'll never put them in my house. So the way that the door pricing works now, this one was 14,000. If they stick to the pattern, the next character or characters that we get will be ones that pop up randomly in the valley. And then the one after that, oh no, that's not actually what she's getting me for our anniversary. My anniversary gift from Wim actually got here today. Let me see if I can get it without breaking anything. I should be able to. And I posted a picture in the Discord, but so one of the things that I've been trying to do is use my Xbox more consistently because I have an Xbox and I have Game Pass on said Xbox. But to do that, I needed a better controller. So Wim got me a Xbox Elite controller. It's so pretty and solid black, and I love it. And it's actually the full kit. So the Xbox Elite controller actually has paddles on the back as well that replicate, like you can program them to match buttons that are on the front. So instead of having to like click in on the thumb, the thumbsticks like you do, it has triggers on the back instead. So I don't play a lot of games, and I definitely currently don't play like Fortnite on my Xbox, but that'll make it easier to do so. So if there's, specific quests or something like that it's like, play a match on an Xbox or whatever to get free cosmetics, that'll make that a little bit easier. And then I also have been enjoying Forza. The Forza 6 game came out a couple of weeks ago. So I was poking around in that the other night as well. And so having those extra, that extra control over it will be very nice to have. But yeah, Wim is amazing. And she was like, what do you want? I fear for the people who get overwhelmed with getting a Dreamlight. Yes. Since it takes a lot of duties to get to 10, 14, 15, even 5, yes. Some of my least favorite tasks in like star paths and stuff like that are, collect X amount of Dreamlight, whatever. But yeah, so the way that the doors work now is the first one is free. So brand new player, the first door will be free. The other two in that first realm, or that first row, so we can run back down here. We're out of the ads, but since I'm talking about it, since we're opening up a new door, so the way that it currently works is the first 3 doors are Remy, Moana, and Wally. And the first one of those is free. The other 2 will be 3,000 Dreamlight. And then previously, the way that it worked was as you went up in a level in the castle, the price increased, but it was a flat price per door. And so whenever you got to, these upper levels, these doors were very expensive. And so if you were a new player to the game, but say you really wanted Alice in Wonderland, she's your favorite character, Sadness and Joy from not Up, Inside Out. If you wanted those characters, you had to do a lot of grinding very early in the game to get to these characters. So they changed it. The way that it works now is the first door is free. The next 2, because they're those ones that are required for the quests, are both 3,000 each. And then after that, all of the doors are available because none of them are tied to like actual game progression. They're just character progression. Or for the most part, not tied to game story progression. And so all of the rest you can unlock in whichever order you want, and the door pricing is variable. So the first one is free, the second and third ones are 3,000, and then after that they increase by 1,000 Dreamlight per door. So if you wanted to unlock those first 3 and then come up here and unlock Hercules because he is the current one. So if you were a brand new player that started today and you wanted to get into the Hercules stuff right away, coming to this door for a new player would be 4,000 if this was the first door that they opened up after those initial 3. If you've been playing, all I have to say to newer players is find as many dream shards as possible, because you can use it to make Dreamlight whenever you don't want to grind the duties as much as when you first started. And that's exactly how I just got the last 3,000 that I needed for this door, is I had a whole bunch of dream shards and I just ground them down. And so, period. So yeah, now the door pricing is variable. It's anywhere from 4,000. I believe they said it'll cap out at 15,000. So the next door character that we get, which should not be the next update, but the one after that, will be 15,000 Dreamlight. And then all of the ones after that should also cap out at that 15,000. We'll see if they change their minds on that too, but we'll get there when we get there. Okay. But yeah, so we are back from those ads. Thank you everybody so much for sticking around. Let's say hello to Hercules. And I'm going to pause the Spotify music. Satyr! Satyr!
You're kidding me!
Okay, it's not him. It sounded like it very briefly in the video that they had posted the other day, but it's not. I am going to turn the volume up, turn the music up. I'm not turning it on streaming only mode because I don't care. After seeing the new Palea Echo nameplate tiers, I can't complain with DDV making this door 14K. Yeah. I do feel like the Amber Echo is a little bit easier and faster to come by than Dreamlight is, but it is what it is. Those are pretty. Tree stump. Okay, let's talk to Phil before we start getting into anything too crazy here.
For you, I'll waive my usual fees.
55k or whatever for a tier 4 or 5 is terrifying. Yes. Raja, what are you doing? I come from Dreamlight Valley. Dream what? Never heard of it.
Oh, that is too good.
I got bigger problems right now, so unless you're secretly some kind of hero, I'll gladly ask you to buzz off. But I am a hero. You dancing. Why did you say so? They did a really good job on him, though. Like, he looks really good. You can call me Phil. Good, because I'm not even going to try and pronounce that other name. As you can see, my island's all fogged up. I'm thinking the gods must be ticked off about something, but I can't be sure just yet. My boy Hercules, I'm sure you've heard of him, went to the temple on the other side of the island to find out what's going on, but he hasn't come back yet, and I'm getting worried. Leave it to me. You'll have a tough time seeing through all this fog. Plus, there's a bunch of thorns in the way. I can barely see them, let alone get through them. I'm familiar with mysterious thorns. I'll investigate the area and see if I can find HUNKULES. Hey, thanks, kid.
You gotta do this one on your own.
If you need help from the moonlight, a gift to the gods will brighten the night. I didn't buy him, though. He's cute, but not my favorite. I need a flounder and a fishbowl on wheels. That would be so funny. At one point, I actually had a D&D character named Flounder, and it was so good. Let's see. Shovel. Oh, Phil. So what'd you find out there, kid? Did you see Herc? Oh. No sign of Herc, but I came across a strange message. Something about needing moonlight. Moonlight? Of course. We gotta get in touch with Artemis. If we can find a way to channel her moonlight, we can get through the fog. Oh, I know about her. Of course you do. Who doesn't know Artemis? Anyway, there's a moon headband lying around here somewhere that might help. Matthew recently finished a campaign with his friends where he was a pink frog named Tippy. I love that. Yeah, a training piece for one of my trainees, but that's a pathetic story for another time. I think it fell in the pool of water over there. Fish that out and place it on the Artemis pedestal by the pond. I'm cooking up an idea.
Remember, don't just barrel in without thinking.
Don't just barrel in without thinking, but that's how I live my life, sir. Yeah, Flounder did not last very long. His stats were not the best. Oh, I thought I told you to be a tiger. Cats and rabbits. I still need to level my hermit garden turtle too. Where did you come from? Where did you go? I have way too many way too many companions. Oh, I still have to level my bloomin' puppy and my husky puppy too. I have so many companions I need to level. I'm a slacking. Found the mood headband for Artemis. Great work, kid. I knew you had potential. Once I'm done training you, you'll be unstoppable. What do you mean, training? I gotta make sure you're truly hero material. I'll put you through a couple obstacle courses to test out your skills, but before we get to that, I was thinking maybe you should offer Artemis something extra beyond the headband. Gods love gifts. Well, she's the goddess of the wilderness. We'll find some natural elements for her. When you're done, put the stuff on the Artemis pedestal. But why on the pedestal? What makes it so special? The gods all have pedestals where we offer them gifts. How do you not know this? I'm new. If you say so. Anyway, if Artemis likes our gifts, maybe she'll lend us a little moonlight. It could give us the edge in finding her.
Go on, get out of here.
Okay, so I've got the clay, I've got the flowers. Just got to Pocahontas level $10 quest. Currently decorating my Forest of Valor. Need to finish my entire valley, but that won't be for a hot minute. Yeah, I just did the small subsection of my forest like last week. And of course I had to include the obligatory 300,000 star coins worth of the glowing water from the quest reward for that. Bop, bop, bop. Would you look at that? Artemis liked the gifts. She sure did. Check out the moon headband. It looks like Artemis did something to it. It's got a little of that goddess glow in it now. Pick it up and put it on. Maybe we can test its abilities by clearing away some of those thorns. Okay. So why are the squirrels and the fox here now? The headband is pretty. What is... Okay, that's fine. You can now remove the dark thorns. Make your way with Phil toward the arena to train your new ability. Did he go the other way? He went the other way. I've finished my plaza, meadows, and glades, so I still have the rest of them. I'm going to be opening my valley for tours when I'm finished. I love that. I would absolutely love to see all of your island whenever you're done. Or even bits and pieces. You know, that's one of the things that I really want to do is just start seeing more people's islands. Like, you know, you see bits and pieces here and there, but I have not spent a whole lot of time interacting with other Dreamlight Valley players beyond, you know, doing stuff on stream. So checking out all this stuff. Yay, that tiger cub leveled up. And I decided that this time around I am not going to do another decorating contest right now. But it may make another appearance in the future. Let's see. Knock that down. Knock that down. Gather up all of this stone, and then what's in the chest? Furniture, clothing, Greek hero column. Cool. Here, what you got, Phil?
You ready?
All right, kid. I can see you've got some real fight in you. I told you I'm a hero. I didn't call you a hero yet. Listen up, we've got these moonlight beacons that can help us with the fog. I bet you can light them if you're wearing the moon headband. Sounds easy enough. Not so fast. I'm not sending you after Herc till I know you can handle it. You're a trainee, and I've lost good trainees throwing them in cold. I want to test your heroic abilities first. Remember the obstacle course I mentioned? Please don't make me run. Run the obstacle course and prove to me you've got what it takes. And if you can grab all the coins I put in there in under 2 minutes, I'll be even more impressed. You can come back and train on an obstacle course anytime you want. The faster you are, the more impressed I'll be. Well, what are you waiting for? Go, go, go.
See ya.
Okay. Interact with the starting line to begin an obstacle course. Navigate through obstacles with your royal tools and Dreamlight magic. For an extra challenge, pick up all the collectibles before time runs out. Ooh. Have we had one of these before? I don't recall doing an obstacle course before. Now, granted, I'm sure that it's not going to be a terribly difficult one. Not going to worry about doing all of those. Just because it is a game, it is designed to be cozy and fun until you get stuck on a pillar and then you get salty about it. But this is a really cool concept, and like, it is cool to see that they're still doing some innovating with the game. Definitely meat-coated. 58 seconds. Right, I'll use the moonlight beacons to light my way through the woods. If Hercules is in there, I'll find him.
You gotta do this while you're on.
Coins? Ooh, okay. You beat Bree, she got a minute 9. Knowing Bree, she probably was a little bit more of a completionist about it. She probably stopped and did like all of the thorns and stuff like that. Activate all the moonlight beacons to clear up the fog in the dark woods. Cheese. I like cheese. Cheese and sugar. Ooh. Oh, no, they wouldn't do that. With the cheese and the sugar cubes, I was curious if they were going to have us do something with Pegasus. But it seems unlikely because he is from a DLC. Which not everybody is going to have access to. I hope that they have, like, some kind of interaction between them, maybe? Okay, so there's one of the muses. We are the muses. Alright, so what was that? Vase piece. Cool. Love it. Here for it. A little less salty. We can't put the Moontide Glow in the Neverland River kit. I think it depends on the size of the section. Because I think it's one of those that is, it doesn't let you cross over certain, like, from piece to piece. So if it's the biggest, I don't think I have the Neverland River kit to check. We can, it's the biggest square, yeah. Yeah, it just, they don't, it is not coded to be able to cross over square pieces like that, which I wish they could figure that out. That's legit half my Forest of Valor, bro. Oh no. I had the same problem with the Jungle Cruise boat. Definitely salty about that one too. Oh, I don't want this to shuffle because I want it to go in order. Make it work, I guess. Yeah, that part is very frustrating. Okay, so that was 2, so I'll definitely continue to keep an eye out for the muses.
Hey there.
Hey there.
Huh.
Do I know you? Oh, that's nice. I've been trying to figure out why it's gotten so foggy around here, but as you can see, I found an even bigger problem. This storm is making it impossible to reach the temple. The gods must really be upset about something. We need to talk to Phil. He's helped me clear some of that fog. He might have an idea for this, too.
Guess I'll see you around.
Speedrun crash course? Oh. Where you been? I was worried. I was wondering what happened to you. Yeah. Phil, you're adorable. You know, there really ought to be a sculpture of me somewhere prominent. I'm thinking the Agora and Thieves. We should probably focus on the current task at hand first. Right. Phil, the fog isn't the only problem. There's a huge storm brewing at the cliffs. It's blocking our way to the temple. This is sounding more and more like the gods are angry about something. What makes you say that? More than one natural disaster in a day. Seems kind of vengeful, don't it? Anyway, good news is some of them aren't ticked off. Artemis helped us out, didn't she?
What?
So what god can help us cross those cliffs? I'm thinking Hermes, though we'll need to do a little legwork first. Legwork? Is that a god of travelers joke? No, because he's the
That
god of
was
travelers and you travel using your legs. Anyway. I get it. Ha. But you two knuckleheads knock it off. This is important. Hermes can use his power to make some flying boots for us, but we've got to give him the material. I saw winged boots stuck in marble somewhere around here. Hey, that wasn't even my joke. You could use some of the feathers Pegasus shed. Would those work? Find the winged boots and Pegasus feathers and bring them back to the arena. Gotcha. Let's see. Okay, it's just a regular pickup. It's not the does not require the net. Greek hero bust. A little bit of a narrow spot there. I probably should have eaten food if I was going to be trying to chase these things down. Raja level 3. Love that. Means that we've got a little more bag space in case we have to pick up more stuff. And then the tiger should be there pretty soon too. And now I really need food. Okay. Energy recovery. Let's start with the fruit salad. We'll just finish it off and max that out. Sorry, just getting pinged, making sure it's nothing crazy. There, cool. Got it, got it. We'll grab some snackage here. Because who doesn't like snacks? Have a good night, Zia. Thank you so much for lurking. I really appreciate it. Get good sleep, and we'll see you tomorrow. I ate too many snacks? No. The limit does not exist.
You made it.
Zia, if you're still here, I appreciate you lurking so much. Have a wonderful night.
I'm counting on you.
Okay, there's the boots. Boots with the fur, with the fur. Herc? Hello? Did I miss a feather? Doesn't look like it. There we go.
You look like someone in
I
need
put the boots and the
of a
feathers on the
hero.
Hermes pedestal, but nothing happened.
Huh?
You know, Hermes is always on the move. He probably gets pretty hungry. Maybe we should give him some food as an offering. A happy god's more likely to help than a hungry one. What gods even eat? Everything we do, just fancier. Don't worry, we've got some fancy ingredients around here we can use. Okay.
Okay, until next time.
So, we picked up the ingredients. What did we pick up, though? That would be not listed as a quest thing. Quests. Fish for Aegean Delights and Legendary Goldfish. Okay. So yeah, I know we were talking the other day about potential new characters, because one of the things I know a lot of people have brought up is being disappointed that Meg is not included with this patch. And some people have said, oh, you know, I've heard that we're getting her as, you know, the next DLC or whatever, so I'm curious if there are any characters now having Hercules and Pocahontas, if there's any characters that people would like to come next. Because like I said, I've talked about I would love if we could get Madame Mim. And then I was thinking the other day, and I'm trying to remember who it was. There was another character that I thought would be really good to get. And I'm trying to remember. Because the interesting thing too is that we have, you know, like we have some interesting characters like Oswald, Joanna. Yeah, Joanna would be like, I would love to get McLeach as a villain, and then get Joanna in there like as a companion or something like that. That would be super cool. I didn't even think about that. We do still need Wreck-It Ralph, because he's in like the opening, the announcement cinematic, and the fact that we still don't have him is just crazy. Okay. But let's see. Now I'm going through the list of movies really quick. I do still feel like the cuckoo clock going in the Wish Blossom Ranch area, I feel like that's a clue toward Geppetto or Pinocchio or something along those lines. 40s, 50s. Let's see. I would love to get Dumbo at some point. Robin Hood. Robin Hood is the other one that I would absolutely love to get. I would like Lilo. That Lilo would be a cute one too. We have Stitch, so why not get Lilo? Absolutely. She would be a really good one. Oh, I have to cook the meal now that I have all the fish and everything. Legendary meal. There we go. Autofill. Stop cooking. Yeah, Lilo would be a really good character addition. Here. Let's put on the boots with the fur. Nope, no fur on those. He roars when you pet him. Goat. We really need Winnie the Pooh, because how are we going to get an entire biome that is just honey but not get him? I love Tigger, but come on, man. Yeah, I feel like we need more of the 100 Acre Wood characters. Okay, nope. Nope. I think I goofed on that one. Oh, nope. On everybody's on everybody's. Oh, come on. There we go. Fairly certain I was indeed first. Hi, Tay. Welcome in. Dill pickle sunflower seeds. Who put those on the list, Whim? I could have been faster than that. Oh well.
Hey, you made it. Great.
Yeah, Whim would do that. Let's see. I'm going to check something really quick. I just want to check something really quick while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, okay. I will have to look. I didn't hide my wallet good enough, but do I buy Herman the Hercules bundle or just Herman just the good puppy? I think you need to buy the bundle. Lady Sapphire, hi Sarah, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so that doesn't look like it's firing, so I'll have to fix that. Thank you for coming. How's your day going? How's the palea been? What you up to? You should be able to cross the storm at the cliffs now, which means we're one step closer to the temple and figuring out why the gods are upset. Well, that's always good.
Hey, don't work too hard, okay?
Good day, just finishing dinner and getting kiddo ready for bed. Yay, bedtime. I love bedtime. Doesn't happen nearly soon enough some days, but Palea has been lovely. So much content to still go through. Yes. I finished the bundle board earlier, and then the Riff Rock board as well, but there's still a ton to go through. There's the temple. We need to get inside and see why the gods are so angry. Too bad it's locked behind that gate, and knowing the gods' strength alone ain't gonna break that thing down. Is there a god of locked gates to help? Not that I've ever heard of. Nope, we gotta work this one out on our own. Did you notice the crest on the ground looks all mixed up? Realign the mismatched crest pieces, maybe that'll help. I do love these puzzles. Break this up while we're here. My boards take a while since I can't use stuff for my storage except food ingredients to create a dish. Yeah. Yep. The worst one for me was the capital chic furniture stuff because of course, and I don't know why I did this, but a couple of days ago I was cleaning out my storage and I had a whole bunch of the, I think it was the heartwood. And of course I got rid of all of it because, oh, clean out your bag, clean out your storage, get ready for the update, and just sold all of it. It's like, okay, what are we doing here? Okay. Yeah, it wasn't too bad to go back and collect more of it, though. Okay, so I do like that change, or that I've not seen that before, but I like that they have that where it... Previously, I don't recall it glowing to indicate which of the, interaction pieces went to which of the circles, because they've done these floor puzzles previously, and I don't think they did that, so that's a good quality of life change, just to make it easier to figure out which one is going to move which without having to move stuff around to look at it. So I think there's that. Alright, so we got a coin. While we're here, I want to turn the music down on my side just a smidge. Okay.
What? You look like someone
This is strange. What do you think it's for? Looks like a mold to make something. Looks like bracers. Herc, I bet this was meant for you. Probably a gift from dear old Dad. We're not going to comment on... somebody's propensity to sleep with everything and anything that moved. Ooh, new arm bracers. What if we make these bracers and using them helps us get into the temple, just like the moon headband and the winged boots? Yeah, if we infuse these with Zeus's power like we did with Artemis and Hermes, we can use them to break into the temple. I'll go craft the bracers. Can you two figure out how to get Zeus's attention? Something tells me it won't be as easy as we hope.
We make a great team.
It might. Okay, so golden bracers. We have everything for that. Fill. And then we probably put on the bracers. Oh no, we put him on the pedestal first, and then we'll put him on in a minute.
For you, I'll waive my usual fees.
Nothing happened. That's because we need Zeus's lightning to strike the bracers. Hey, what's the holdup, big guy? Your son needs help down here. Relax, Phil. We can handle this. He probably wants to seem impartial and not make the other gods even more mad. Well, with Artemis and Hermes, we had to entice them to help us out. Let's make him angry.
How about that?
You trying to get yourself barbecued, kid? Yes. Maybe just a little bit. I'm with Phil on this one. I think we need to go another route. My father loves to laugh. He even keeps a personal collection of jokes. I swear if I'm about to tell Zeus a knock-knock joke, I'm not sure what I'll do with that. If we get a good laugh out of him, he'll definitely give us some lightning for the bracers. So we need a really great joke to tell. And make it a cheesy one, kid. Think a whole bucket of feta. Zeus loves those jokes. I'll ask my friends for some dad jokes. Someone in the valley must have a good one. Be right back.
Remember, don't just barrel in without...
Oh, boy. Who do we need to talk to? Who are we consulting on or with for this joke? Can you use the portal near the temple to return to the valley? Scrooge McDuck, Merlin, or Goofy? I mean, I feel like Goofy is maybe the obvious choice here, but curious if we have to talk to all three of them. I feel like Merlin is a little bit more of a subtle humor. Alright, are any of you... Nope, not the right button. Any of you currently here? You both are. Well, two of you are.
All right now.
Hi,
we have work to
Merlin.
do.
You have any jokes you could tell? I do know a rather fatherly joke, as a matter of fact. I once attended a theater performance about puns. All right, Merlin, let's hear it.
That's the stuff.
It was a play on words. Oh, Game Loft, this is not the type of humor that should be perpetuated. Hi, Sonny! I'm at the airport, so spotty service, but hi, Sonny, please have a safe trip. I'm so glad that you get to go home to see your children and your husband, and thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. It was a play on words. That's terrible. That's nice. So what's the dad joke? I liked that better than the dad joke. You're back in Okinawa. Okay. Cool. Then have a safe drive home. I think you missed it. You see, a play is a theater performance, but a pun itself is a play on words. Just need to get my baggage and then get in an Uber. Baggage claim. Everybody's favorite part of the airport. Oh, I get it now. That's funny. Anyway, I think that pun will do just fine. It will do fine for what exactly? I need to make a god laugh so hard he zaps some arm bracers. Thanks again. Bye.
Off with you now. Lots to do. Lots to
Okay, so do I need to talk to the others, or was that sufficient? I do still need to talk to them. And I saw... There goes Goofy. Max Goof's father, Goofy.
The night sky's nice.
Good to see you.
Goofy, you seem like a guy who knows jokes. Could you tell me one? Gosh, that's about the nicest compliment I've ever heard. I love jokes. Now which one? Oh, I know. Where do fish sleep? The riverbed. That's right. Great guess. That's a good one, Goofy. Thanks.
Need anything
My
from the
Goofy
market?
is terrible.
Just come see me.
Just terrible. And Scrooge is up here too.
Oh, greetings.
Greetings, neighbor.
I'm honest, how can I help you today? I was wondering if you knew any good jokes. The cheesier, the better. Of course I do. When do you see two cows in a field? Which one is on holiday? Two cows in a field. Which one is on holiday? I do not know. The one with a weak half. That must be funnier in Scottish. A weak half is a baby cow, but it also sounds like weak off. Finally get to stop and say hi. Hi, Ari. Thank you so much for popping in and saying hello. I really appreciate it. So, friends, Ari, I think it's Ari, but please tell me if I'm wrong. Ari is the one who reached out to me about the charity that we did the fundraiser for last week with Stack Up. And I've gotten to pop into a couple of her streams as well. She is an absolutely incredible content creator. So much fun. Absolutely matches our vibe. So let me make sure that I'm spelling this right. Yes. So there is a shout out for her. If you're interested in more, I've actually emailed you. Yes. So yeah, she is such a great content creator. I have so much fun whenever I get to go in there, even if I'm just lurking. And just, she was able to introduce us to an incredible organization, and I'm very grateful for that. And yeah, this community is just such an incredible group of people. And the fact that we're able to get as much as we did on such short notice, and then with me having to cut stream early, just they're great. Check spam, sometimes it slides in there. Yeah, yay spam filters. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. We are playing Disney Dreamlight Valley tonight because the new update came out today, and so we're unlocking Hercules, bringing him to the valley, and then we're going to work on the new Star Path and maybe some decorating. We'll figure it out. So, but thank you for being here. Oh, it's a pun. Now I get it. Well, I got what I needed. Thanks.
Hope you have a full market day.
Here, so let's go back. We will busy and sick, and I want to stop it because you all rocked it out with the event. Well, sorry to hear that you were sick, and glad to hear that it seems like you may be feeling better. And then yeah, there's been so much going on everywhere lately. But yeah, this group is amazing, and so just very happy to be able to contribute what we were able to. And I ended up having to eat 32 Bean Boozled beans.
About time.
15 of which were the result of Jen as a shark. It was just, yeah. Well, because, so I had started off, my original goal was 100, which I was perfectly happy to get that. And then I said, you know, for every $10, finally got these kids in bed. They put up a fight today. Yeah, so I said for every $10, I would eat one of the beans. And then if we hit the $100 goal that I had, I would eat all of them at once. And for some reason, they took that as a challenge. And with all the contributions and everything, you know, and then other, you know, all the donations and everything, yeah, I ended up having to eat 32 of those stupid things all at once. I said, how's 151 go sound? Yeah, Jen absolutely crushed it. And, you know, so we had a very lovely bean feast, and I'm sure the clips are around here somewhere. It was fun. And honestly, when you have that many beans, it kind of starts to taste like nothing. So that was nice, because I know there were some bad ones in there, because I definitely tasted the black licorice, which I know is allegedly the good one, but I want a bean feast. Sounds like you need more. Absolutely not. So I have... So of the original container, there's 7 left in here, allegedly. I've only done spicy ones. The Bean Boozled will scare me too much. I actually, from when I was streaming previously, I actually had a canister of the spicy ones, and they're good. But I'm glad that I was not using the spicy ones for the other day. But yeah, so there's 7 beans left in this canister. And then, because I wasn't sure what everybody was going to do on the day that we did our fundraiser, I did pick up another canister. So we're prepared for more beans. So at this point, we're back to, for every goal that we reach on stream. So it's actually turned off right now, but I think we're at 458 followers. So 2 more followers and we'll have another bean tonight. That does not mean that people can go grab their alt accounts. But yeah, so 2 more followers and we'll do a bean. And then I think our sub goal is also 10 right now. And I'm not sure where we're at on that, but more beans. Great. Tell me the funniest one you heard and we'll see if Father agrees. I think we'll go with Where Do Fish Sleep? In the riverbed. I think it's working. I figured it was either going to be that one or the one that Goofy told us, the fish one.
Beans, lots of beans, lots of beans, lots of beans.
And there's Kim. Thank you for that, Kim. Alright. So we need to put the bracers on. She's starting to look like Wonder Woman a little bit. Is the music just very low? Okay, let's find something else to play. I can't heal. These bags are taking forever. Tell them to hurry. You said that with a tone that insinuated that it was a problem. It's never a problem. Don't listen to me. I've been trying to expand my musical horizons through YouTube a little bit and came across this one the other day, which as a longtime healer cracked me up. Let me make sure the music here is still down. Oh. Have a good night, Mrs. Bonatti. Oh, cat's neutering. Ooh. Have a wonderful night. Get lots of good sleep. I hope everything goes well with the cat, and please let us know if there's anything that you need, anything we can do for you. Otherwise, we'll talk to you later. I'm also looking for more of the motifs as well. So I think there's 3 more that we still need of those. Greek warrior column. Love that. Okay, don't see any other motifs back here yet, so we'll just keep questing and see what we can find.
Listen, we got work.
That's what I'm talking about. We did it. The mosaic of the gods looks a little different. What a mess. No wonder the gods are ticked off. Someone's making a mockery of them. This is so disrespectful and dangerous. I smell a trickster up to no good. You mean like Hermes? Nah, this feels like an outsider causing chaos just for fun. Let's focus on fixing the mosaic. We need to find the missing mosaic pieces so I can put it back together.
See ya.
Okay, use all of your new powers to navigate the temple. Okay. Oh, alright, cool. So I just kind of got a head start on it. Let's see. Are there more Twisted Tavern Tunes radio? Let's go with that. Let's see what Spotify does with this. Couldn't find that playlist. Alright. Let's see. We got one more piece over here. Are we serious? About what? Alright, fine. We'll go back to the Punk Goes Disney.
About time.
Found all the mosaic pieces. Oh, no. That was not Crazy Frog. So, the Crazy Frog song is actually originally from the Beverly Hills Cops movies. That is just an EDM version of the original song, not the Crazy Frog song. So, no. No. Now, if we put it back together, the gods should be appeased, or at least less ticked at us. Hopefully that'll get the weather back to normal again. If they're happy, I'm happy. Listen, after hamster dancing Cotton Eye Joe earlier today, I'm on high alert. Okay, that's fair. I'll solve the mosaic puzzle and we'll see if that makes the gods happy again.
Go on, get out of here.
Yeah, Matt needs to get some control over that playlist, man, because some of these people be a little bit crazy. That one goes there. That one goes there. This one goes here. That one goes there. No, I would not do that to people. That's right up there with playing the Rickroll song. Never Gonna Give You Up. I would not do that. At least not intentionally. I do like the amount of puzzles and the different styles of puzzles that they're getting into the game as they go. Like the speedrun thing was kind of fun. So hopefully they do continue to do more with the stuff like that. Okay, I did see another mosaic pop up on the temple.
You ready?
You did it. Everything's going back to normal. You're the genuine article, kid. It was worth it, humble and heroic. We're lucky you showed up when you did. So what's next for you? Are you going to train with Phil on the island? I was actually wondering if you both wanted to join me in Dreamlight Valley. That's where I'm from. It'll be a new adventure. I'm always up for a new adventure. Okay, I'm in. What about you, Phil? No can do, kid. I've got a little something I got to look after here first. Satyr stuff. You go ahead. I'll catch up as soon as I'm done.
I'm counting on you.
All right. So it was back this way. And right there. Okay, so we've got 3, so we need 2 more of the muses. Let's go back through the valley here and see if they're, see if we can figure out where they are. I'm sure it's one of those things that we just ran right past it. Come on, let's go and play. I never see you anymore. Interesting tree placement. Tell me why do you want to build a snowman? And that's where we just came from. Okay, bye. We'll remove the rest of these thorns because that's also helping level Raja and the cub. There's one of the other ones that we already found. And I love that it fills in the color for you whenever you take the picture so that you know exactly what, if you've found it and taken it or not. And it's a really clever idea to do that because it kind of introduces people to the mechanic that we're going to be using in a couple of weeks for the event. I'm also still kind of laughing at the fact that I got Matt to tell me to shut up earlier. I can't help if that's what happens when 2 people in love or 2 people with too much tequila get involved. Do that once a day? Yeah. So Catsper, we were talking about, he was talking about horse breeding in Palea. And I forget the specific like comment that he made or whatever, but it was something about like, yeah, you know, where do the horse babies come from, or like, should I breed the horses or something like that. And it started this conversation about, you know, the breeding process and all that. And so I was just like, you know, somebody was like, oh, where do babies come from or whatever. And I was like, well, when 2 people love each other very much, or when they get absolutely freaking hammered on tequila, and he didn't read it out loud, so I absolutely will give him credit for that one. And just, he started laughing, and he's like, shut up, Amonis. It was so good. Yeah. Just one of those truly unhinged moments of stupidity. Okay, so what does Hercules' house look like? Okay, thank you for the introduction to group mode. Alright, so Hercules' villa, I feel like while I'm still leveling him, I am going to go ahead and put it here in the close area. Might as well go and pick up all of the flowers and stuff. No, you're not fishing. You are digging. I also need to see what Raja and the cub actually do. Collection, companions, Raja, mining. Okay, that makes sense. That tracks. And Dan. Did I scroll right past it? Tiger Cub. Also mining. Okay. Good to know. And furniture. Hercules' villa.
Hello. Oh.
10,000 coins will get you such a house. Such a crick in the neck. Alright, so it kind of fits. Oh good, my dream snapped too.
You look like someone in need of a hero.
Well, I'm glad to be back. It sounds like there's a lot to catch up on. I wish Phil came. If you bring him some good food, he might join up. Okay, 5-star meals.
Stars here are so strange.
And
What's with these constellations?
oh, I can't get him to come and hang out yet. Cheesecake, crocus, mint sorbet.
Need a hero? Because
Tay. I think a lot of us are Jen fans around here. We like Jen. Jen is good people. I literally just looked at this. Cheesecake, purple crocus, mint sorbet. Okay, my flowers are over here. And thank you so much for that lurk as well. Purple crocus. Name, purple, split one. Okay. No tigers in the kitchen, please. Favorites. I was gonna say, where is my cheesecake? I need to get wheat. And then the other one was the mint sorbet. Oh my god, she said hi! And he already vanished. Didn't know he was a ninja. Oh, sweet. He's in Chez Remy, which means that I can also give him another food item. We're going to get a bunch of levels on this one right now. Okay, so cooking the food stuff. Hercules. Of course he wants a pie, which I need wheat for. Okay, well, I can at least give him this stuff.
Okay. Oh. Wow.
I have something to give you, and it is a flower.
Hey, how'd you know?
I mean, I feel like mining is kind of the obvious thematic answer for Hercules. I have something to give you. Cheesecake.
For me? Wow, that's so nice.
I have something to give you. Mint sorbet. Level 3. We love that.
Hey, thanks. This is great.
And because I don't have
Boy,
stuff
am I
for
glad
you
to see you.
right now, you're coming with me. I'm going to hold off on picking up that memory because I'm sure it'll come in handy later. And
Hi there, pal.
I'm going to buy wheat seeds. I don't know why I went the long way. I was originally only going to buy 25. But I need wheat. Shovel, please. Six, 8, 9, 10, and five, 6, 8, 9, 10. Oh, also, I know we have some friends of Herm in the channel, and if you're not already familiar with Tay's work as a streamer, first of all, you should be. And also, I absolutely love that is one of the best emotes that I have seen in recent history on Twitch. Five, six, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's even better when you go into Herm's chat and you gigantify it. I'm glad that we have such good friends who are good sports about things like that. So I didn't even think about it. So the other night, Wim and I were playing Fortnite as ones do. And I'm scrolling through. So we've been playing Fortnite with our friend Busy Bee Bree, another content creator who is just absolutely fantastic. I need to get rid of that screen. And so one of the things that we do is we change outfits. And so I'm scrolling through my outfits looking for one. And I realized that Herm is not a huge fan of Overwatch. This is a known thing. It's on 7TV too if you have it on the channel. Okay, cool. I have never used 7TV or BTTV or anything like that. Like, I have the extensions enabled in Meld so that they'll render correctly in the channel. But I've never done anything with them. So that might be something that I look at. So in Fortnite, one of Herm's least favorite characters is Mercy, because she heals people, and whenever he's trying to knock somebody down, if Mercy's in there healing him, she's annoying. And being a Mercy main in Overwatch myself, of course, I had to purchase that outfit whenever it came out because they saw me coming a mile away. Like when the announcement cinematic for the Overwatch crossover came out, I was like, please don't be Mercy, please don't be Mercy, please don't be Mercy. And then Mercy shows up and I'm just like, crap. So they saw me coming on that one, and he was playing community games last week, and I was like, oh, I need to do this. And I actually had ended up with 2 separate Mercy saved loadouts that looked exactly the same, and one was called Mercy and the other one was called Herm's Favorite. So at some point after this, Wim and I are gonna need to jump into Fortnite either tonight or tomorrow night. So on, was that Monday or Tuesday? Either way, the other night when I streamed, we were focused on getting the purple rivalry victory umbrella, which at this point I have gotten. So now we just need to get Wim. I think it's like another 20. I think it's 22 rivalry victories, which, if that's all you're doing in games, is actually fairly quick to knock out. So we'll be probably doing that after this, assuming she's not over there doing it right now solo. All right. I'm not. I was saving it. Okay. We'll get it done. So now I can just kind of go into cruise control for a few minutes while I plant all these seeds. How's everybody else doing? What's everybody up to? Are we paleoing? Are we DDVing? Are we playing something else? Are we watching something else? Are we reading? What y'all doing? At this point, I'm very excited because tomorrow is basically both mine and Wim's Friday. DDV grinding. Yep. Restocking a library. I purchased that. I have not played it yet. I'm debating if that's one that I do on stream so that everybody can, we can all talk about the different organizational styles that people have. Or if I just keep that as an offline, you know, quiet game before bed. I've been using, just reminded me that I need to be reading Project Hail Mary for book club, but I'm playing DDV. I mean, it's not like it's homework. Like, you're not going to get in trouble if you don't do it. But yeah. Yeah, so tomorrow is basically Friday for me and Wim, and then on actual Friday we're going to be doing our anniversary event. Tomorrow is our actual anniversary, and it is crazy to think that it has been 15 years that I've been married to that woman. I love it. Like, it's fantastic. Like, you know. Jesus, here we go. Chat, please tell me everybody heard that. I think she intentionally said it that loud. It is it is crazy to think that I have been married to... I would love it too if I got married to Wimmy. Yeah, you and a lot of other people, get in line. I missed it. Say it again, Wim. I don't recall putting those wings on there. Getting a lot. So you're saying there's a shot? I mean, maybe the secret affair. You never know. Maybe a secret affair. You never know. Like I said, there are multiple people who would love to have a secret affair with Wim. I mean, there are multiple people who would love to have a public affair with Wim, but anyway. Coat, no. Mane, no. Tailhead, saddle. Okay, it's the pixie dust wing saddle. So we'll go back to the spring. That's so real. Yeah. But no, you know, people say it about their spouses, and as much as I give Wim grief and say stuff like calling her that woman, which honestly, I could have called her something much, much worse, and she probably would have killed me at that point. But I am eternally grateful to Wim. I'm not a witch, I'm your wife. She had full agreement on that one. No. If I ever really feel like messing with Wim and want to sleep on the couch, we can't say things like that. It makes it premeditated. No, if I ever really want to mess with Wim and feel like sleeping on the couch, I refer to her as my first wife. She's my only wife. I'm not planning on having another wife. Like I said, if I really feel like digging myself into a hole, that's what I call her. But beneath coral growth with a dazzling view. Won't be your only wife if you keep saying it. I'm pissed I called Mike my current husband. Yep. One of these days I'm going to say that in the wrong moment, and there will be bodily harm. Here lies Amanis. Married to the lovely one for 14 years, 364 days. You got one of the new Cerna plushies. Yay! That's awesome. Love that for you. Let's go. Yeah. The blue one? Nice. I bet it looks amazing. Yeah. Here lies Amanis, married to the lovely one for 14 years, 364 days. Yeah. But honestly, I have a feeling there wouldn't be a whole lot of people who would be too sad about that, like Triss, again. And honestly, I can't really blame any of them. Speaking of Busy Bee Bree, hi Bree, welcome in. Thank you so much for collecting your daily snack, some barbecue chips and some of the honey mead glow dice. I'd be very, very sad. I wouldn't be able to pick on you anymore. Oh, that's true. You know, there is a running joke with some of our friends that all of us / them, because I'm not sure how much I'm actually included. Okay, are the shout-outs not going off? I'll have to fix that. There's a running joke with a lot of our friends that there is a spoken murder-suicide pact that if one of them dies, I'm just going to have to go kill all the rest of them because they refuse to live without one of the people in that group. So, if I ever go to jail for mass murder, you know what happened. Walk-ons. Global shout-out. If username is me ignore it, that person... Because I could swear... Okay, apparently it just... No, it's right there. Oh, well, that would explain... That would explain why. Okay. generally, if you're going to have an action, you should set up the trigger correctly. So I'm just going to have to do this manually. What's the way to do this? What's the way to do this? All right. Let's just do it this way. Test.
Have we talked about Beef Wellington just being a corn dog from a different tax bracket? No, but you're absolutely fucking right. That's ridiculous.
Well, hi, Bree. Oh, good. It did work. I love it. I'm here for it. Look, it's part of... I missed something. I think the audio went off. Do I need to do it again? I'll do it again. Let me pause the music. I may need to turn up the volume.
Have we talked about Beef Wellington just being a corn dog from a different tax bracket? No, but you're absolutely fucking right. That's ridiculous.
Okay, cool. It's working. All right, but I do need to... Oh, okay. So the username thing is just because I manually triggered it and not because it's actually broken. It's the command, because I just copied a generic one and then customized it for Bree. So I just need to go in and fix that so that it shows correctly. But the shout out, no, the shout out probably didn't fire either because it's also using username. But the audio is at least working. And I can fix that. I'm not going to do it right now, but I can fix that. But yeah, if you have not met Bree, definitely go follow Bree. She is an amazing content creator. DDB, Palea, Loftia partner, Madrina's partner, and just all around fantastic person. She is actually the one who created my current Twitch profile picture, which we love. And lately she has been part of our Fortnite trio because, you know, she's crazy enough to play Fortnite with me and Wim until 1 o'clock in the morning. Yes, look at all of those beautiful memory orbs just waiting to be picked up because I know that there are going to be a stupid number required for the star path, which I still have not actually touched because I forget what I'm doing. It happens. All right, I'm going to go get rid of all of this stuff in my bags because I have way too much of it. I can check out my mildly organized chests. that makes this process so much easier. Everyone close your eyes. Hey, no. No, I am doing much better on the organization here. Okay, so actually within the chests, they're not 100% organized, but I at least have them broken out by food items and things like that. It's better. It's still not perfect, but it's better. Yeah, that's an improvement. Jen, I'll do it. Don't tease me with a good time. I'll do it. Okay, so what do I still have that I need? Flowers can go in the chest back over here. Right here. Flowers, which I don't know why I'm putting the flowers away. Next time I need to put off an important phone call, I'll DM you. Literally a volunteer's tribute. I'll do dream snaps too. Okay. So I know I have food. Okay, so there's that. I know I have sand here somewhere. And I would take that personally, but I'm just not gonna. Okay, so we can throw that in here for now too, because it's obviously not anywhere else. We'll sort. We'll go by that. But you do have to give me credit that it's at least better. And Phil is looking for 5-star food. Here in Duckburg. This is absolutely one of my favorite games right now, especially since we have new characters to play with. And between this, Palia, and then a smattering of others, yeah, I absolutely love this game. And yeah, welcome in. Two, 4, 5. Okay, so that should be sufficient for the quest. We'll go back to Hercules' realm. And do I have... It's a fantastic game. The update we got today is great too. Yes, very much so. Realms. Hercules. Bring... Oh, it was just one 5-star meal. Oh well, now I have extras. That was not the right way. Okay, don't show me that there's a path here if I can't walk through the path there. Oh, Phil. We gotta feed Phil. Somebody feed Phil. Hope you like pickled herring, Phil.
About time.
Hercules and I thought maybe this food might convince you to join us in the valley. Yeah, there is much better food options in the valley than the 5-star Arendellian pickled herring. I can't leave here yet. Why not? I didn't say for a hurt because he needs a break, but I was looking for the trickster god. Loki? I've got to know who is messing around with the mosaic and ticking off the gods. I'm not sure this is the work of a trickster god. Nope, purple-haired witch. Someone calling themselves the Realm Weaver has been causing trouble. I bet this has something to do with them. Did you find any clues while I was away? No, I haven't found a thing yet. I'll take a look around myself. Maybe I'll find something.
I'm counting on you.
In what sense of the word? Because I do stream on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of different types of games. Do you fight anything? No, there is no fighting or anything like that in Disney Dreamlight Valley. There's fishing, there's crafting, there's cooking, there's mining. But no, for fighting games, we typically reserve that for... I'm currently doing a playthrough of Star Wars Outlaws. We do play occasionally some Fortnite. We very occasionally play some Marvel Rivals. A lot of that stuff happens offline, but we do play on stream occasionally. But no, there's not any fighting in Dreamlight Valley. There is hunting in Palia, if that's something that you're interested in. It looks like it might be made of Dreamlight. I don't know what that means, but it sounds important. It's hard to explain. It's like magic, and it's all over Dreamlight Valley. Did someone say Fortnite? I did say Fortnite. I did say Fortnite.
You gotta do this one on your own.
Probably go for another half hour, maybe 45 minutes, and then I think we'll be up to play some Fortnite. Because we gotta get some rivalry wins. Return to the valley with Phil. All right. Welcome, Phil. That is a very up close look at my hair. Fork, knife, fork, knife, fork, knife, spork! Are y'all hanging out in Discord while we play? We probably can. If people are interested, asking for rent. Yeah, I think we can definitely hang out in Discord while we play if people are up to jumping in the gaming channel in our Discord. Glad you like it. I'm sure you'll feel right at home. Don't go getting all mushy on me.
Interesting.
Keep your eyes peeled for more clues about whoever or whatever dropped, excuse me, that thread. Yeah, we can definitely jump in Discord though. Okay. So at this point we've welcomed Hercules and Phil. Let's check out Scrooge's shop because we have not done that. Already had the giant teacup.
Greetings, neighbor.
Grecian stone bench. Pretty sure I probably have most of the stuff that's... Ooh.
Hello.
Ooh. Yes, please. And those are super pretty. And back. Those look good. Yeah, I kind of love those. We'll take those.
Hello.
Hercules' Villa wallpaper. And we're back. Oh, can't forget the floor.
Greetings, neighbor.
Hercules' Villa tile. And we're back to having nothing else in that spot. Probably have all of this.
Hello.
Grecian Villa alcove. Hercules, Hercules.
Oh, the valley is becoming such a special place. Look who it is.
So many good jokes about Hercules. Okay. Also, did I think it's a crafting thing for the muses. Mythic Muses Vase. I was going to say, if they didn't have this in here, I was going to be really upset. I need to go back because I did not get the other side of that coin. I'm just going to have Honey, You Mean Hunkules on my clipboard. I'll do you one better. So instead of the lizard meme that a lot of people had for a while, I can set it to... I'll just set the trigger word to be Hercules so that if anybody says it correctly, it immediately goes off. Okay, so I don't think it's up there. I probably will have to put a cooldown or something on it though, because otherwise it'd just be constantly going off. At least for a little while. Okay, not there. Not there. That stuff all stays. Not there. I feel like that's like blocking something that I need to go back there, but maybe not. And those statues, that statue. Hi, Alt. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. How are you? Thank you for joining us. I'm going to get Raja and the Tiger to level 5 without even actually doing any mining with them, or very little. Let's see. Not there. Good, now that you're home from work, we love that for you. Being home from work is such a good way to wrap up the day. Where is that other piece? Because it looks like I should be able to craft it right now. Not there. Not that side. Not that side. Not those. I'm feeling a very Legend of Zelda urge to go off with my pickaxe, though, which is not okay. Probably not a thing I can even do. Not there. We have unlocked Hercules and Phil and brought both of them to my valley. Also. Hi, Herm. That was just impeccable timing right there, the tiger waving. Someone down. Where's the nearest reboot? And you can see where Bree's priority is. It is a tiger. It's a very cute tiger cub. Let me just pull up a better picture of it. Assuming I still can. I don't have an addiction. I can stop whenever I want. No, you can't. None of us can, and that's the problem. That's how they get away with it. Okay. That's enough baiting Herm. Alright, so where is this other frickin'... That's the third thing. Half of Zeus's medallion. You're out of line, but you're right. I know. that's the other thing that I need to do in the next couple of days is, because I'm less worried about spoilers for the Fortnite Battle Pass. I'm looking forward to it. The squishy mech I think is going to be really cool. And it looks like the edit style for that is going to be the different color squishies. So that'll be really cool. You're out of line, but you're right. I wonder if I can even get to the other half of this medallion right now. Because I feel like I've done most of the looking around here. Actually, let's see. Collection, characters, fill. Okay, so it is not listed in his. It is not listed in Hercules's, so yeah, there's something I'm missing around here somewhere that has the other half of the Zeus's medallion. Let me go back. Yes, the new Fortnite season. So the finale event, and I should actually talk about this a little bit. I think what's going to happen on Friday, because Wim and I are, or at least I am, probably Wim too, am really looking forward to the new season of Fortnite that starts this weekend. So I think what's going to happen on Friday is Wim and I are starting. Let me actually pull that up so that I can make sure that I'm giving accurate information. I don't know who you are. We have no mutuals, so go away. Let me double check schedules and updates. So on Friday, Wim and I are starting at 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So for reference, it is currently 8:30 p.m. So pretty much exactly a little less than 36 hours from now, Wim and I are going to start streaming. We're going to be doing fantasy building. We're doing a fantasy brick build off for our anniversary. We're gonna play basically from 8 o'clock in the morning our time until I think we said 2:30, 3 o'clock, somewhere in there. I think we said 8:30 to 2:30. Just that way we have about a half hour to get everything kind of settled in, get connected, get the stream chats connected. And then we're going to go until 2:30. We're going to see who can get the farthest in our fantasy builds. They have very generously provided us each with a set that is relatively equivalent number of pieces. And we're going to have counters to track like how far each of us is along and things like that. And so we're going to be doing that Friday morning. And then at 2:30 our time, I believe is what we had said, we're going to stop the contest. We're going to figure out how far each of us are. One of us is going to take a whipped cream pie to the face. And then so we'll stop. We'll get set up in whoever's office to pie them in the face. We'll take a very quick break. We'll take a few minutes. We'll let whoever get cleaned up and all that kind of stuff. And then at least me, if not both of us, will then jump over to Fortnite. And we'll play probably the last maybe couple of matches of like Blitz. And then we'll jump into the event. It does look like it is different experiences depending on whether you chose Team Ice King or Team Foundation. So we'll jump in, we'll play through that. And then if you are in a group of players for that event, so just for playing in the event, I believe you get a sidekick. And then if it's either a sidekick or the pickaxe. And then if you participate as part of a group, you get the other one of those items. And so the two of us are going to be playing. At least one of us will be streaming it. If both of us stream it, we'll just continue on with the shared stream, the co-stream. So because the two of us are playing, we will have room for 2 more people in our squad if anybody else wants to participate. I don't know how it'll work in terms of if more than 4 people can be part of a squad for that event. If it can, we'll take as many people as we're able to. But it'll be at least the 2 of us, if not more. So if there are other people who want to participate, come and hang out with us, as long as you don't mind if we stream. I need tigers. Yeah. So there are 4,000 moonstones for the whole bundle right now, Herm. And they come also with wardrobe. Let's see. It's a coat. So it comes with a pajama top, comes with Cozy Tiger pajama pants, Cozy Tiger pajama slippers, and then once you get, I think it's Raja to level 5, there's also a hat that you can get. So just let me throw another wrench into that process. But yeah, so we'll do a squad. We'll play through the event, and then from there we'll wrap up and we'll find something else to do for the evening. We might go play some rivals since we can't. Excuse me. At least I might go play with some rivals since we can't play Fortnite, and we'll figure it out from there. And in just a second, I'm sure that's going to cue either Bree or Herm or both to pop in and say rivals. So that's kind of what the schedule looks like for Friday. Squads, you say yes. So if you are around, we will absolutely love to have you as a part of our squad. Okay. Do that. Hey, I'll run squads on anything that isn't Overwatch. Y'all, I wanna, I named my baby tiger Herm. I love that. Juice. Do I have yellow sneakers? I think I do. Yellow performance sneakers. There we go. All right. So, aha, a chest. I wonder if that has the other part of this medallion. Yeah, we all need more tigers in our lives. Oh, okay. Apparently I have to... Oh, okay. Speed running. Say, would you move? Nope, wrong way. Wait for that to swing back by. Oop. Okay, that's not fair. You can't put that chest right in the middle of the speed run. That's a surefire way to get me to stop. Loot or timing? Okay, 116. I think that was a little bit faster than I did it the first time around, but I also ran into a couple of things more than I did last time. All right, so yeah, that was the other one of those items. All right, so let's track down. Looks like we did start ads. Thank you so much for sticking around through those ads, friends. I really appreciate it. Which gives me a good indicator that probably go another 20 minutes or so. Just that way our friends that are in those ads get a little bit more time with us before we bail. All right, so we got everything out of here now. There is an exit back here. I love when developers do that. Alright, so I don't want to get going on the star path, so let's go into the grand exhibition. And let's do... Alright, so I need... Where did my spreadsheet go? Because I'm like obsessed with spreadsheets lately. It's a little bit crazy. Alright, so I need... Why am I doing this the hard way? I literally made an entire TikTok about this, which I have the assets for on my computer. Why am I trying to do this the hard way? Exhibition guide. And if people would like, I can post that in the Discord as well. Nerd, welcome in, sir. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Friends, happy Wednesday. How are you all doing? I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. What were you up to, sir? And if you came in with that raid for Nerditude, thank you so much for being here as well. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I hope everybody's having a great night. Okay, let me do that. And then it looks like my raid screen did not pull up. Just one of those things that we're still kind of figuring out. So I did swap over from Mix It Up to StreamerBot. So look, a couple things we're still finding just as we work through the process. But welcome in, Nerd. Welcome in, Moonstone Whims. Hi, Scott Rock Rudy. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Nerd, how are you, sir? I hope you had a great stream. If you did raid in with Nerd, first of all, thank you so very much for coming in. I really appreciate it. That being said, I know, Nerd, you've probably been live for a little while, so if you need to get up, stretch, grab a drink, grab some food, pet your pets, pet your wife, please feel free to do so. And we appreciate you being here. If you just want to hang out and lurk, that's totally okay, and that goes for the rest of your crew as well. If y'all just want to hang out and lurk, otherwise, feel free to pop into the chat and yap with us. We do love good yappers. We love lurkers too. If we have not met, hello, I am Amonis. Welcome in. Pet your what? Pet your pets. It seems like a fairly standard thing to talk about. If we have not met, hello, I am Amonis. I am a professional voiceover artist. I am a dice goblin and tabletop role-playing game player. Those are two absolutely separate hobbies. I'm a pretty avid reader. Again, see voiceover artist. I'm a tech nerd. I'm an IT manager at a small healthcare organization. I'm a former-ish WoW addict. I have removed the disclaimer from that because I am no longer a WoW addict. I only play occasionally. And then I'm also a big fan of cooking and baking, which I have not done nearly enough of lately, and I need more time in the day. A couple of my favorite games to get to know me is I absolutely love the Ocarina of Time from the Legend of Zelda series. Probably one of my favorite games ever. We're pretty big fans of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which is a tabletop game. It's an offshoot of Dungeons and Dragons. As you can see from what we're playing right now, big fans of Disney Dreamlight Valley. We're celebrating the new update today that came out, bringing Hercules and Phil to the game. We're big Palea players, this week, let me tell you, for gaming, for me and Wim and, you know, a lot of the friends in our community, this has been a great week. We got a Palea update yesterday. We got the Dreamlight Valley update today. We're getting a Fortnite update. New season starts on Saturday. Like, we eating good this week for our games. We love it. And then we're also big fans of Loftia. It needs to come. It needs to come back. And I am a Loftia partner as well, so really looking forward to being able to jump in there with the community, do lots of creation for stuff like that, and yeah. But welcome in. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, and we're going to get back to Dreamlight Valley. So right now, one of the things that I'm working on is a mechanic that was introduced relatively recently. Is called Olaf's Grand Exhibition. And basically it's a way to, it's justification to get you to do more work and more collecting of items and helping clear out your storage a little bit. And essentially what it is you come in and there are rooms dedicated to displays of the items that you find in each of the different Disney Dreamlight Valley biomes. So when this system was first introduced, this mechanic was first introduced, it started off with the Peaceful Meadow and Dazzle Beach. I almost called it Dallas Beach. There are no beaches in Dallas, other than maybe if it's on a river, I don't know. And so there was a lot of items that we needed to collect and donate to that. And then with today's update, they unlocked additional rooms for the Forest of Valor as well as the Glade of Trust. And there's 3 different sections, one of which focuses on the gems that you collect. I did not see that. That is really pretty. We'll get to that in just a second. But you collect the gems, the flowers, and then the food items from each of the biomes. And then you also will display the fish in the aquarium, which is on the left-hand side, up above my head right now. The middle section is additional plants and other items that you find while you forage in that biome. And then on the right hand side, again, some of the food items are there, as well as the critters that you find in that biome, which for Glade of Trust is the crocodiles. So you can see the little crocodiles on the right hand side. They're behind the chat box, so it's a little bit hard to see, but you can see the that pink crocodile, which is one of the rare ones rolling around over there. So I am working on filling that up, so I need to run back to my house where all of my completely mangled storage is and gather up all of this stuff that I need to donate. So we'll go back, we'll go into my storage area. I'm sure I'm going to get more judgment from our lovely friends here who know how terrible I am about storage. And you know what? That's okay. I've come to terms with that. Let's see. 11. Okay. Just open all of them. There we go. Okay. So I already donated all of the gems for the aquarium, so that's fine. Let's find my fish. Yeah, feel free. Judge away. It's better than it was. I will at least defend myself on that. It would also help if I had like indicators of where all of my stuff is. But you know, it's more fun to play whack-a-mole. Okay, so I need a cod, catfish, cod. And what I really should start doing as well is organizing these. Whack-a-mole is fun. I really should start organizing these more efficiently, but oh well. Okay, I pairing. Transfer, split. I really should start leaving these with a spot open so that it's easier to split stuff off. Oh, lobster. Split. Okay, then we'll put one back. Squiddy. Squiddy. Do I have a squid here? I have a squid here. Transfer. Split one of those. And tuna. I'm a tuna. I'm a tuna. Do not have tuna in this one. Okay. So do I have tuna in this one? Sort again. Seawolf. Tuna. Tuna. Alright, so we got that one. So that'll finish off the aquarium. The diorama. We already collected all of the flowers for the first stage. So... and yeah, now's the part where we really get into the judgment. Because I'm looking for my hardwood. That is not a euphemism. Let's see. That's the gems. That's the flowers. Yeah. You know, and part of me wonders if anybody would have even picked up on that had I not said that, but oh well. There we go. Sort. We need 133 hardwood, so there's 99. And then, so we need 34 more. Okay, so there's that. They're not gonna do it. I mean, I cannot say anything. I had to request some. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. The softwood blue marsh milkweed will be over in the flowers, which are over this way. Not doing it. Okay, sort those again. So I think I need to go nope. I do need to go collect some of those. Okay, so there's that. So I need 10 more of those. Oh, and then the white marsh milkweed. Did I not put... Alright. Let me just take all of those, because apparently I didn't put how many of those we need on the document. Today's the day I get bought. Not going to happen. Ran for hardwood twice today, used up everything I had in all my chests, broke down all the logs. I still need like 150. Yeah, I haven't even looked at the Forest of Valor stuff yet. But yeah, taking max and just sitting is so I actually, whenever I'm looking specifically for the different sticks from the areas, I'll actually take max as well as lucky, because they're both they both will do the sticks and give you bonuses, so you get a lot more. Okay, do I have purified night shards somewhere? I don't think I do. This is painful for some of you, I guarantee it. Let's see, I do have purified night shards. So let's split one of those off. I'll take the 4. And then I need 14 of those. Split those off. Apparently I forgot to mark the iron ore amount as well. I feel like that's 10. Does that end with my gemstones? No. Cavern, oh yeah. What did I miss? Okay. I gotta keep an eye on all y'all. We'll just take. I don't think it was very many iron, so I'll take the 13. I think that'll be good. And then citrines. That's not the gems. That's the gems. Apparently we just need 2 of those. So we'll grab both of those. And they'll go down there. And then we need mushrooms. Badger, 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 mushroom. And just, yeah. Y'all need Jesus. Split. We'll do 10 there. We'll put those back. And then I know I need to go get clay as well. Emeralds is 2. Split 2. Clay. So another improvement that I need to make the next time I do one of these diagrams is trying to just organize it a little bit better. 14, so I need 1 more of the orange marsh. Purple marsh. It says I only need 9. 8, 9. And then 6 dream shards. Yeah, those are dream shards. You're right. 6 of those. Habitat. I finished that, and I finished those. Okay, cool. So we'll go drop all of this stuff off, and that'll give us a solid number of what I still need. So like I said, I know that there are some of these that I don't have everything. Particularly the clay. I believe I only have like 2 clay total in my entire collection. I love the way the shiny gems look. I've never displayed them before. I didn't pay attention to them last time, so I don't know if they've always looked like that or if that's a new thing, but I love it. I'm here for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the aquarium. That's the red chest. We'll yoink that. I love that it gives you the red chest with a bag in it. Just drop the bag on the ground. Glade of Trust aquarium furniture. Love that. And okay, so there's that. And then we'll consolidate those. Did I not? I split it up and then I didn't grab it. Alright, so that's fine. We'll circle back on that. Got that, got that, got that, got those. And got that, got those. Having got that. 26 clay, got that, got that. Okay. So I need to go back for let me write this down. Because it's this one we need. Soft. We need 30. And then those are white. Blue marsh. Milkweed. We need 16. Because I could have sworn that I had those, but apparently I did not. And then clay, we need 26, which that shouldn't be too bad because those you can get from digging in this biome as well as the bones from the Sunlit Plateau. And then we need 14 of the orange marsh milkweed. Okay. And like I said, those were already done, so I got that one earlier. So yeah, that is pretty much it. And since I do have some farming to do, and since it sounds like I have some Fortnite that I get to do, I am going to go ahead and wrap it up here for the evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. I greatly appreciate it, as always. I hope everybody had a great Wednesday. I hope this was a nice, calm, relaxing way to wrap up your evening. We've got 2 days left this week, and then Friday is going to be a super fun one. Just as a reminder, neither Wim nor I will be streaming tomorrow. It is our actual anniversary, so we'll probably do some sort of dinner, just some sort of quiet, just the two of us evening. And then we'll be back at it Friday morning. It'll be 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Time for those of you that just makes that math easier. And we appreciate everybody being here so much for my streams, for her streams, for our co-stream. It's going to be a ton of fun. And at the end of the day, you get to see me covered in whipped cream. Enjoy that. So I'm going to go ahead and put us on that ending screen. I'm going to find us somebody to go raid out to. It'll either be Palia or Dreamlight Valley. We'll see who's doing what. And then, yeah, I'll probably go hit the restroom and then come back, and we'll probably pop in a Discord, hang out, and easy turbo. And yeah, we'll hang out, we'll play some Fortnite, we'll talk about Paleo, we'll do all the things. So it'll be excuse me, it will be Discord. I need to update that, but actually that is the other thing. Yes, while I'm thinking about it, just in case we forget to talk about it this weekend, after this weekend, we will be doing a little bit of rebranding work around the Discord. Since I could have been Turbo. Such a good line. Such a good line. I love that. They did such a good job with that. And the fact that they got the music, the moon theme from the NES game, which was completely original to that, into the new series to make it work with the game. I love that. Anyway, but yeah, so we will be doing some rebranding. The Discord is going to change. Not too much. Most of the things will stay the same. There'll just be mostly like renaming and images and things like that, but we'll get to that. But either way, thank you all so much. We will be in the game chat lobby in our Discord here in a few minutes. We're going to play some Fortnite, and we'll do some other stuff, and we'll just hang out and shoot the poop. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and raid out. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. If we don't see you in the Discord, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your evening, rest of your week. We will see you Friday, or we will see you this weekend. Love you all so very much. Thank you, honestly. It means a lot. And we'll talk to you later.